Hey, everybody, Hamilton Morning, WNBC, 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 Hamilton Morning. How's it going, everybody? Hamilton Morning, WNBC, Hamilton Morning, WNBC, WNBC, starting a little late today, Hamilton Morning. How y'all doing out there? How's your Donkey Kong? How's your Donkey Kong? Hamilton Morning. Hamilton Morning. We got Super Sales. We got Rob Bartlett. We got Mike Greenwood. We got Russ Upward. Right on. I'm Green. How you doing, everybody? Everybody. Actually, coming off a thrilling come from behind victory, the New York Football Giants defeat the Arizona Cardinals 31-28. Scoring 24 unanswered points. Amazing. Thrilling come from behind victory phrasing. But first, let's go to a little something we like to call the cat cam. Where'd he go? I thought he was over here. Ranger, what are you doing? No, he's back there. He's in his natural state eating. So there's Naranja. There's the cat cam. Hey, buddy. Okay, there's Dim Sum. Right there. Zabu's lurking around somewhere. I'm doing okay. Sorry for the late start, everybody. There's Naranja once again. Naranja, buddy. Hey, buddy, come here. Hey, look. Look, you're on camera. You're on camera, bud. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. The cat cam. We're going to do cat cam. We're going to put it on. He's going to go around with it. Like Letterman, the cat cam. And he's just going to park it right there. There he is. He's going to park it right there. So Zabu's around here somewhere. We'll get to him in a little bit. How's everybody doing out there in Radio Land? I say Radio Land because I think this is traditional radio. Oh, there's Zabu. Hey, buddy, do you want to say hi now? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi, buddy? Hold on. Of course he wants to say hi. And he's probably going to go look for something to eat. Zabu, buddy. Oh. All right. Well, anyway, we'll check back in on them later. And there is Agent Orange Cat. And Zabu just jumped up on the counter. All right, there's Agent Orange Cat. All right, everybody. We'll get to the NFL Week 2 scores in a minute. We got animal news. We got headlines. Yes, he doesn't want. You don't want garlic. Make your breath stink, buddy. Oh God, no. And listen, the strike's impacting a lot of stuff. Okay, so we kind of got to go with what we got. So listen, we're gonna have to stretch a little bit. So everything is on delay or on hold because of the strike. The auto workers are going on strike. There is a bunch of other stuff going on. There's stuff in the pipeline. Let's go with some strike news if we can. I'm not going to let that bumper go to waste that I made. So this is not just infecting. Everything's going on strike. The auto workers are going on strike. Russell Brand is not having a Jan Wenner. Jan or Jan? Jan Wenner. Oh, Jan Wenner is a stiff. So where's my star? Here we go. Strike! Letting that bumper go to waste. So SAG-AFTRA, they want the video game people to go on strike too. Now listen, The problem with that is most video game voice jobs are non-union. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You got your tail. I'm sorry. You okay? Huh? He's okay. I got it. I clipped his tail a little bit right here. I'm sorry. See, he's okay. Oh, it's a little sore. Yeah, a little sore. Oh, I'm sorry. I clipped it. I had my foot under there. I moved a little bit, and I clipped his tail. He's okay. He's okay. I clipped Agent Orange Cat's tail. So, all right. Well, you're a little sore. It'll be a little sore for a bit, buddy. Don't worry. You're okay. Oh, you're just gonna go ow. Sit down. Okay. So anyway, all right. So Fran Drescher is saying right now the time to show our solidarity, urging members to authorize striking against the video game industry. But again, though, the big problem is that most of those video game voicing jobs are non-union. They know they're non-union, so the only thing they could do is they could ask them to do the guys who aren't doing the union jobs to not do those. Okay, but they'll do. Yeah. Thank you very much, Chef. And the Giants got to pick it up, and Saquon was carried off the field. We got to get an injury report on him. So, in a new video, Drescher notes that voting for strike authorization doesn't necessarily mean that there will be a strike, but rather it authorizes the board to call a strike if needed. It's been nearly a year since the SAG-AFTRA. I can't do a Fran Drescher voice. Began negotiating with the interactive media agreement with video game companies. She says in the video, despite many multi-day bargaining sessions, companies are refusing to meet our members' needs in vital areas. So there's Fran Drescher.
Hi there, I'm Fran Drescher, your SAG-AFTRA National President. Well, here we go again. Right now is the time to show our solidarity with video game performers.
Yeah, I keep thinking whenever I see Fran Drescher, I keep thinking of the line she was in Spinal. This is Spinal Tap, and I keep thinking about what they said about her in the commentary. If she weren't a liar, a cheat, and a bitch, she would have been an all right girl.
It's been nearly a year since SAG-AFTRA began negotiating the interactive media agreement with video game companies, despite...
Why does it sound like she's a kindergarten teacher? Seriously. It sounds like she's explaining this to a 4-year-old.
Many multi-day bargaining sessions. The companies are refusing to meet our members' needs in vital areas.
You think they could have picked someone a little bit more personable to do this? Lisa's an activist. She could not smile without braces.
Video game performers need wage increases to keep up with inflation. Unregulated use of artificial...
I'm on the air here, but we'll play a commercial here. Hold on. I got to pop open some garlic. Just a moment. I'll play a commercial. Let me see what we got here. Play a long one. Sorry, everybody.
She's a single female lawyer in the city who happens to be the cousin of one of the most powerful Avengers.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different...
Well, yeah, she let her think that, but...
No, not her. The other one. The green guy. Now, after an accident where they blatantly change her origin story to prevent her from being saved by a man, transforms her into the Jade Giantess, she'll remind you whose show this is in the first place.
Just remember whose show this actually is.
Yeah, like you were ever going to let us forget it. She-Hulk. Meet Jennifer Walters, a high-powered LA lawyer who can't help questioning Captain America's sexual history.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin. Did you see that ass? Like, that ass?
That is America's ass.
Did not deserve to die a virgin. It's like
Gets sexually harassed outside a bar by a bunch of outdated male stereotypes.
Just being friendly.
Yeah, where you going? So what? You
Then wakes up in Mexico at Bruce Banner's tropical retreat, who then will take every opportunity to remind you how horrible it is to be a woman in the 21st century.
triggers are anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
When incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I can prove that's not the case.
More smiles.
When I'm catcalled in the street,
It's 2022. Where do you get catcalled? On your way from your office to Starbucks? Yeah, it must be hell going that whole 20 feet from the elevator to the counter. Then, after returning to her career as a high-powered deputy DA, she's attacked by the Jersey Shore and manages to defeat her in about 3 seconds. Well, that was anticlimactic. Tatiana Maslany stars in the show whose writers admit that they don't know how to write a courtroom scene in
lawyer show.
I Am Woman Hulk, Hear Me Roar. Literally. Maybe this would have been better if it wasn't written like a Twitter argument between two completely unlikable human beings.
Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. Little punk. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
If this is the best the MCU now has to offer, then I hate to think what you have in store for Daredevil.
Alright, everyone. Hey, buddy. I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about the interruption. But yeah, Fran Drescher needs to explain. Pope Bob's opinion, we'll have to ask him. Pope Bob Iger, what his opinion is on this. But like I said, Fran Drescher explains everything like you're in kindergarten.
Artificial intelligence in voice and performance capture is already advanced and poses a very real threat to all professional performers. Without protections, a person's recording will be used to train the AI systems.
Yeah, I mean, she explains it like you're an idiot. That's always the biggest problem. You find people that aren't personable to make your case for you. I mean,
that could replace acting jobs. That's why we need your help right now. Vote yes on video game strike authorization. Listen, a strike authorization is not a vote to strike. It gives our negotiators authority to call a strike.
Authority to call a strike if needed. Oh, for God's sake. If the usual people don't do it, then video game companies will find someone who work with them. Well, they'll just go to non-union jobs. Like I said, the majority of those voice acting jobs in video games are non-union.
If needed, empower our team with maximum leverage so they can negotiate a contract that ensures actors have a sustainable career.
Well, that's the thing. I get that. I totally get that. That, hey, you know what? I'm doing all this work here. I'm in all these commercials. I'm doing all this stuff, but I'm not making any money. Usually people don't do the video game. They'll find someone who will. There's always someone to do it if you don't. Yeah, that's true. Praise on the Pope Bob. Yeah, well, Pope Bob's got some very strong opinions about this. So I'm sure he's gonna make his opinions known. I'm sure that Pope Bob, will make his opinions known. Oh, it sounds like Pope Bob is about ready to make his opinions known. Yes, that is right. Hello, I am Pope Bob Iger. How are you? Domino's the Discourse. Well, Bob Iger say, you know what? Screw them. This is the bed they made. They chose to lie in it. And Bob Iger is going to make lying in bed with huge amounts of money. That is right. Go to Bob and Hyde. Now, Pope Bob Iger say that Fran Drescher is no good bitch. Oh, did Boba Aga say that? Oh, no, Boba Aga didn't say that. The man in the tap spinal said that. He said he was. He said if she was a liar, cheater, and bitch, that maybe she'd be an alright girl. And Papa Aga might have to agree. Glow to Baba times. Now, Papa Aga say strike will not end until Papa Aga is ready to end strike. Mr. Khan, I've got a lot of phone to Mr. Khan. He's got some strong opinion on. Mr. Khan is going to say a few words about this pretty soon, as you know. Now, Papa Iger say, look at this Fran Drescher. Look at Drescher Fran. Okay? She's still go, what am I doing? I have no personality. I cannot talk. Oh no, without script in front of me. And Papa Iger says, yes, she's right. She has no personality. She cannot talk the script in front of her. How do we know she's not acting right here? But Baba Iger knows she's acting. This is the word of Bob. Now, Baba Iger say, strike would continue to go on. And you know what? F them. That is right. This praise be to Bob, glory to Bob in the highest. And as you know, Baba Iger always gets his man or woman or whatever. Glory to Bob in the highest. Praise be to Bob. Down as the biscuits. Oh no! It looks like Mr. Khan has got a few words to say about this. Hello, I am Mr. Khan. How are you? Yes, this strike is going on. Do you know what that means? Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan is about to do work. What over to Mr. Conway? Mr. Khan does not care. Mr. Khan is pro-union, pro-anti-union, he's pro. Mr. Khan is just a pro, professional, he's a pro. That's right. You know, Mr. Khan and Mr. Khan family going to get a lot of work. Oh, look at me, I'm Mr. Khan. What are they going to do? They go to shoot some man with gun and say, oh, you not do that, Mr. Khan, and he's got gun and he's got the flag come out that says bang. But you are actor, you are not mobster, you are not hedge. I seen Godfather. That is a good movie, by the way. Mr. Khan say, it is time to put that bitch from Joshua on ice. But you didn't hear Mr. Khan say it, so don't take his word for it. Now, Mr. Khan is going to get a lot of work for this. He's going to make lots of money under the table. Underneath the table. Is that how you say it in American? Underneath the table? Mr. Khan, you look, that expression, that is Mr. Khan. Look, Mr. Khan can act, okay? Look, this is the Putin expression. It also his positive expression. God has many more expression than that. So the Mr. Khan was also lead singer of the tribute band Brown Jovi. Yes, that is right. Mr. Khan is a very, 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 very proficient actor, musician, and dancer. He's still progressed. Oh yes, Mr. Khan liked the friend. Oh yes, he liked the friend dresser. Oh yes, he has a nice bosom. He has a nice, he put the bag over her head. He called that the Pakistan camel. Put the Pakistani camel toe. Bag over her head. He put that the Kabul casing. Then you do your business and it's easy cleanup after that, He says, I did not get any face. What do I get the bag on head? Why do you worry? No, not on face. No, leave this bag. It's on the bag and you take it off and you put it away and it's not good. It's not good. So you give her the old Kabul casement. There's the Pakistani camel toe and the Kabul casement. Mr. Khan's favorite football team. Mr. Khan is liking the Jets in New York. But Mr. Shlomo made fun of him because he's a New York Giants fan, and that stupid Aaron Rodgers with these, look at me, I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm playing for the New York Jets now, and he goes and gets injured in the first 4 minutes. What kind of bullshit is this? Don't have $50 riding on that game. Don't tell me this time because I was promised enough to gamble. Yes. I'm going to give her the Pakistani Kakamar. The karate, no, she doesn't give me the Karachi crabs. That is right. Music is running on my voice. What kind of production is this then? Okay, is that better? Okay, yes, we got to talk to that Shlomo boy. He's a very good boy, but he doesn't know anything about some production. You don't have to level. When you level up like that, and we go like that, and okay. And that is good. That is good now. Yes. You can come. Yes. I think right. The Pakistani Chakaman. Yes. I got Karachi crabs from Lennon Lacey. Oh no. Oh, like Mr. Khan like Lennon Lacey. Oh yes, she's a very beautiful woman. With the red hair, and she's red all over. A nice bigger caboose. How do you say in America when you have a big backside? You have the big backside, like the DJ man. What is the DJ man? DJ no, not in Tone Lock. No, not in Tone Lock. The other guy. Who likes the big? Who likes the one with big backside? I like the big backside, and I cannot lie. That guy. What is that guy name? This is the time when Mr. Khan looks for the chat to help, but they're not helping. Oh, there's Sir Latamix. Oh yes, Sir Latamix. Oh yeah, that guy. Yes. Oh yes. Oh, he's very, very wise prophet where I'm from. Yes, you like the bigger caboose. Sir Latamix. Yes. We look to him and we say, we go to America. Because we want to follow Sir Latamix. And we want to see the big American backside. Yes, he's right. Yes. Now, Mr. Khan had to go bye-bye. Mr. Khan had to go bye-bye now. Okay? Mr. Khan is going to turn it back over to Mr. Shlomo. Yeah, okay, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next time. Wow, what a day to get a visit from both Mr. Khan and from Pope Bob Iger. Boy. Oh man. That is something else, man. Let me tell you, that is one for the ages. Send this one right to the Museum of Radio and Television. So we learned a few new things. We learned about the Karachi camel toe, and we learned that Mr. Khan's name was Mr. Khan's name was the Pakistani jackhammer. Probably not. I mean, that's to get real. Turn the gas down a little bit. Otherwise, it's just you're gonna probably get caramelized really quick. Yes, that was revelatory. I'm going to give it a Pakistani jackhammer. The strike episode was hilarious. Was it? Yes, it was. That was actually one of the best ones ever. Best. Okay, so Fran Drescher.
This is not just our fight. It's everyone's fight. And it's a fight we have to win.
Well, actually, she's not wrong about that, because if they break the SAG union, then you know what? The United Auto Workers are also on strike. And that's another union they want to break. Oh, look out. Workers are getting a little too much power. They're getting just a little too much power. And we have to put the brakes on that. Say, Senior Sticks. Look at that. It looks like she's yelling at you to turn in your homework.
So go to sagafter.org/videogames2023 and vote yes for a strike authorization. Thank you.
Thank you. That fake smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, yes, you're all a bunch of good peasants. You think he could have come with a better spokesperson? So okay, so that's where we are now. This person looks overjoyed to be there. This person's not interested. This guy's like, yeah, what am I striking for? What am I so? Well, I got my hand in the air. So okay, all right. Well, I didn't. I lowered it at the end. The problem is that Windows automatically lowers your mic. The Streamyard lowers your mic automatically when you start go on Streamyard. So that's always a problem. Automatically adjust mic volume. So okay. Okay, there's a setting in StreamYard to adjust it. Okay. So hopefully that won't happen again. So there's a setting inside StreamYard now that you can that sets it automatically adjust mic. So let me check the audio here. Yeah, because StreamYard for what it does is pretty good, but except for that. Okay, I lowered it back to 58. Now I got to bring it back up to 90 something here. 95. How's that? Any better? Let me see. Oh, that's okay. Oh, we had a visit, Anubis. We had a visit from both Mr. Khan and Pope Bob Iger. How about that? So yeah, we made history with this one. And it keeps lowering it back down. There's got to be a fix for that. Anyway, I'll work on that. Yeah, Simpsons has gone downhill. So, okay, so we have that going on, okay. I should just... what else? What other news do we got here? All right, Paul Margosser wanted to quit after Fox canceled pitch. Freaking, who do you call it is... who do you call it is Drew Barrymore's coming back, breaking the strike. I mean, so listen, Chris Rock says he went to counseling. Yes, I saw all those. I saw those episodes. Those were good episodes. Okay. Those are excellent episodes where Homer's mom was the hippie after she watched Joe Namath on the Super Bowl. Chris Rock says he went to counseling after Oscar slap incident, Leslie Jones says. Comedian Leslie Jones, close friend of Chris Rock, claims the impact of the slap heard around the world affected not only him but his family. Jones told People that beyond humiliating the actor, humiliating action of Will Smith against Rock, the incident really affected him. People need to understand his daughter's parents saw that, and they had to go to counseling with his daughters. What do you say? Now, kids, Daddy got slapped on the award show. I want you to know that Will Smith is not going to come and slap you in front of you sitting at his house. Yes, yeah. I know that. I saw that episode. For a long ass time, I was just mad. Chris Rock did a joke. Will too. I know Will. Like, you couldn't handle that shit afterwards. This is the Oscars. The whole world is watching. Well, that's what Jada Pinkett want. You go back and you watch that tape. Jada Pinkett, like, Will is laughing. He's laughing at that joke. And Jada's like, and you know when the camera went off, she said, "Are you gonna let him talk about me like that?" Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Jones is grateful that Rock could talk out his feelings on a larger stage. Everybody got pissed off about him doing the special. That's what comedians do. Instead, it was going crazy. We go talk about it on stage. Thank God we've got the stage. That's right. That is right. Comedians do talk about it on the stage. You know, comedians always talk about, you always talk about everything is fodder for a comedian. It's either all okay or nothing's okay. What the hell went on in Will Smith's mind to go up on stage? Well, Jada Smith probably put him up to it. She probably put him up to it. Well, he won an award afterwards. They should have said to him, yeah, Will, you're going to need to get that back. All right, so let's go. Let's move on to another story. Russell Brand is in trouble. Listen, I'm not that big a fan of Russell Brand. But listen, do we have to? Now we'll see how many bought Russell Brand's mainstream media shtick. Okay, sounds like the Guardian is. Sounds like the Guardian is trying to rake him over the coals. Pardon me. Comedian has already left mainstream and exists in a parallel world of podcasts and YouTube ads. Russell Brand has spent the last decade telling the world not to trust the mainstream media industry. Now the comedian will find out whether the wider public has bought into his scorched earth narrative, or if they believe the claims of you know what and you know what reported in the Sunday Times and on Channel 4 over the weekend. Allegations against Brand, which he denies, once again leave the British media industry reeling from claims that the prominent man was able to misuse his position for sexual pleasure. What's different from the previous cases is that the prominent man has already largely stopped working with the big media institutions. Instead, Brand largely exists in a parallel world where his income from podcasting and YouTube advertising revenue and selling memberships to his online community to become one of Russell Brand's awakened wonders. Fans gain access to interviews with the likes of former Fox News host Tucker Carlson and anti-vax U.S. Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy. As a result, although he has been dropped by his agents, he can find it a challenge to attract mainstream advertisers. The damage to Brand's current career may be limited by his decision to spend recent years building a fan base around right-wing talking points and COVID vaccine skepticism. Brand's own denial suggests that there's serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces. And these kinds of voices, implying that he's been targeted for getting close to the truth. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, sent a supportive message to Brand suggesting journalists were writing the story because they don't like competition. Or maybe they have an allegation that comes up and they have to take it seriously. Andrew Tate, the misogynistic influencer facing human trafficking charges, sent a message of solidarity. Oh, yeah, big surprise. Andrew Tate is like a Fox News bro that they grew in a lab. The Telegraph columnist Alison Pearson said her first thought reading such claims is to wonder why they are trying to silence the person. Yet there's still questions from mainstream broadcasters to answer, even if Brand has not appeared on their programs in recent years. The BBC Channel 4, who employed Brand at the peak of his fame in the 2000s, have said they do not have records of complaints against Brand during that era, or failed to answer any questions, citing privacy concerns. They also say now how much improved process for reporting that is in the workplace. At the same time, Sunday Times reported staff who worked with Brand in the period claimed that his behavior was well known. less an open secret and more just open. Hypersexualization and graphic descriptions of desire were part of his public persona, which is not illegal, but may have been considered red flags by those hiring him to present shows. One junior staff member on a program claims they used to be asked to pick up an audience member for Brand to sleep with. Ooh, that sounds gross. How long is this? Oh, not much longer. Describing how they felt as if they were acting like pimps to Russell Brand's needs. Television executives who worked on those shows are still active in the industry. The BBC, who let Brand go in 2008 after he left sexual messages on the phone of actor Andrew Sachs, were reviewing the notes relating to the scandal. That investigation was led by current BBC Director General Tim Davie. Brand was clearly aware of the power he had in the media at the height of his fame. During Channel 4's Dispatches documentary, there is a clip of the comedian telling Lorraine Kelly, "If you're in a position of some success, people will let you be a nutter as long as they're making money out of it." That is partially true. The allegations also raised questions for the agents and advisors who worked with him during that era, such as John Knoll Management. The well-established celebrity agency told the Sunday Times that for legal reasons, they were not in a position to respond to questions. There was also the unnamed legal representative who one of the alleged victims claims, wrote an aggressive letter on Brand's behalf when she tried to raise the issue of her alleged sex, in 2020. Multiple newspapers and broadcasters had looked into various allegations against Brand in recent years, but several failed to get their stories to a position where they could be published. In the end, it took teams of journalists working for 3 separate outlets and the Sunday Times, the Times, and Channel 4's Dispatches, hold on a second, to combine their reporting to get the story to the public. According to the Sunday Times, what? Okay. According to the Sunday Times, their initial inquiries began almost 5 years ago. While some staff who worked on Dispatches, part of the investigation, moved on to other careers of the time it took to finish the show. Public appetite for reporting is there. The Dispatches documentary was watched by 1.8 million people on Saturday night, a large audience for Channel 4 in this era. After the Me Too movement came to a global prominence because of reporting, about the film producer Uncle Harvey, many high-profile men lost their careers when women came forward with the allegations of impropriety. The intervening years, many have questions the depths of scale, the industry, and the change in the industry. In 2019, one comedian declared themselves on board with this reckoning, calling Me Too a really positive change, a sign of a real awakening. That person was Russell Brand. So it looks like Russell Brand's in some deep, some hot water. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Russell Brand, but I always say, listen, we have to afford him the presumption of innocence. Innocent until proven guilty, right? I mean, that's the thing. Pardon me. That's the thing. They made those allegations against Justin Roiland, and they ruined his career. And it turns out he was proven innocent. Now, because you prove someone innocent, does that mean they're a good guy? No, absolutely not. But you know what? Legally, it didn't shake out that way. So Russell Brand, Russell Brand may not be a saint. The same thing about Louis C.K. Listen, Louis C.K. liked to do certain things. I'm not going to say what it was. But he liked to do certain things, and a lot of times it was consensual. It was Sarah Silverman was one that said, yeah, this is what Louis did. You know, we all knew it. How did he get famous? I'm not really sure. He got famous doing stand-up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, I gotta get some. I gotta get some. Tabasco. Just a second. So anyway.
You put some crushed red.
Yeah, that's it. For the gaps in the show.
That's why I brought it to you.
Sorry about that. Show's got more gaps than the Cumberland Trail. So yeah. So anyways, he'll go on like with Tucker Carlson on Twitter, and that's my prediction. He's gonna go on with Tucker Carlson on Twitter. I have no idea. Again, so because he's a guy that wants to exist outside of the mainstream. Oh, mainstream's terrible. Mainstream's terrible unless you got money. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep tabs on what he's got to say, but it's one of the salacious stories. I don't think it's really gonna go anywhere. I got some chicken fried rice here too. That looks yummy. With a little Tabasco sauce on it. That was good. It's that time of day. So yeah, so Russell Brand. Listen, who knows what's gonna happen? I have no real opinion on him first in any way. At any rate, if he's found guilty or innocent, it's not going to affect me really one way or the other. But he's trying to be like the British Joe Rogan. That's the thing. Okay, so Russell Brand and Deepwater. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna do some. We're gonna do some animal news, and again, animal news. I really don't. Unless there's any of the stories out there. I mean, chicken fried rice, which is very delicious. Prepared for me by Miss Becca Randall. Yes, Ma'am Becca's gonna send me a picture of the chicken fried rice. Well, this is another pressing story. I will move on to animal news. Animal news. Gotta get that animal news. Animal news. Gotta get that animal news. And there's chicken fried rice. Yes, it is. So there's the chicken fried rice right there. Or sesame fried rice, or whatever you want to call it. Delicious. And nutritious, as we all know. There you go. So, okay, like I always say, no sad animal news. We like happy animal news, happy endings. And so, I have a happy story here. And don't be surprised if I get all verklempt. So, dog lost at Atlanta airport 3 weeks ago is found safe in cargo facility. Tired but in apparent good health, she was transported to a vet and is expected to return home soon. Hartsfield-Jackson Airport International Airport tweeted. A pet dog that got lost in Atlanta's airport, considered the busiest in the world, has been found safe 3 weeks later. Maya, a 6-year-old pup, got lost after flying Delta. Well, okay, don't fly Delta anymore. Flying Delta from the Dominican Republic to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport on August 18th. With her owner, Paula Rodriguez, according to the airline and on an online fundraiser for Rodriguez. Rodriguez and her beloved pet got separated after Rodriguez was denied entry to the U.S., and Maya escaped from her kennel inside Delta's care, the airline said. After 3 agonizing weeks, Maya was recovered Saturday, found hiding near the North Cargo facility, the airport announced on social media. The tired but in apparent good health, she was transported to a vet and is expected to return home. Russell Brand about to make his first appearance after those allegations. I just got that on the newswire. He is going to be on. Let me see. He's going to be. Oh, okay. He's going to make a public appearance.
On Coast to Coast AM tonight.
What?
Talking about Mothman on Coast to Coast.
Who's Mothman? Mothman?
Mothman Prophecies.
George
N.A.P. on Coast to Coast.
Okay, he's going to do that. George N.A.P. on Coast to Coast Prophecies. Mothman. Yes. Rodriguez and her beloved pet got separated after Rodriguez denied entry into the U.S. and Maya escaped from a kennel. Okay, tired but apparent. The vet should be returning home soon. Rodriguez's family started a fundraiser to aid in the desperate search, raising over $6,000 and leading to the emergence of the hashtag Where's Maya on social media. Rodriguez had an issue with her visa when she flew to Atlanta for a layover on her way to California. NBC affiliate WXIA of Atlanta reported. Delta said Rodriguez had traveled to the U.S. with Maya as a pet in the plane's cabin, but because Rodriguez was denied entry to the U.S. By U.S. Customs and Border Protection, she wasn't allowed to be with her pet as she was awaiting a return flight to home under the department's policy. Rodriguez told the Washington Post that she had to spend the night in an airport detention facility while Maya was housed at the Delta Pet Facility, set to be returned for their flight home the next morning. The dog escaped its carrier while teams were transporting the pet in operations area outside of the buildings. The pet would have been returned to the customer prior to the CBP mandated return flight. The airline said it immediately initiated active round-the-clock visual searches of the airfield, including night searches with night vision goggles, and shared notices to employees, airport personnel, nearby animal shelters, and veterinary offices to keep a lookout for the pet. Delta said it also hosted Rodriguez's mother, who flew to Atlanta to aid the search. Rodriguez said in an online fundraiser that Rodriguez's sister said in an online fundraiser that Rodriguez and Maya shared an unbreakable bond. Maya and Paula go everywhere together, which is probably why Maya so desperately broke through her kennel bag when they were separated. Maya needed to get back to Paula, especially after a very stressful travel, she wrote. This is a horrific situation that has left my sister sleepless. With constant panic attacks, no appetite, I do not want her to get worse, she added. The fundraiser included a message from Rodriguez that said, Maya is my whole heart, and I know she is out there somewhere looking for her mom. I need your contribution to help continue the efforts to bring me closer to reuniting with my baby. Your support means the world to me as I navigate this emotional journey. Thank you. The fundraiser has not been updated with news of Maya's discovery. We are thankful for the teamwork that has led to our customers' dog's recovery, Delta said in a statement. Delta is working to reunite the dog with our customer as soon as possible. The airline, Maya said, appeared to be in good health. Maya appeared, wrote that backwards. Rodriguez wrote in all caps on her Instagram story, Maya is coming home. So there she is. There's the doggo. There's the doggo, and there's the doggo, little doggo. So, okay, I can understand how they can break free and get away from him. So, okay. Doggo's going home. Good for them. The happy ending, and that's what we like around here, happy endings. So, good for Maya. Good for Miss Rodriguez. They reunited with your doggo. And, as always, we are going to move on to another part of the show. When is George N.A.P. talking about Mothman? How can I watch this? Sounds interesting.
I don't know.
We don't
look up wherever you can listen to Coast to Coast. I don't remember.
No, you have to check your local listings for Coast to Coast. With George N.A.P. Coast to Coast with George N.A.P. Mm-hmm. Now it is time for what I like to call future headlines. You know, news breaks fast. I know how news breaks fast. It's not good they give her problems. I understand they have policy. Yeah, that's true. Cool, living in Australia, though. Well, that's the beauty of the World Wide Web, though. It's worldwide. So now, again, we're coming up 50 minutes. We'll do future headlines, and we'll do NFL Week 2 scores. We'll also do we'll do some hockey. We went to the rookie face-off at can I say where? Yeah, at the Henderson Dollar Loan Center. was a lot of fun. The Vegas Golden Knights were defeated both times by the Ducks and by the San Jose Sharks, respectively.
They put the Stanley Cup there. We saw the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Walk right by it. If you want to show them your picture.
Well,
Here's my picture.
I got it on video.
Here's my picture.
We walked past the Stanley Cup. The Cup of Stanley. My Funko is home. What the heck is that? Did I not get it? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Pause. I want to pause. Okay, well, hold on. Let me bring up the camera. No, I don't want to present with the camera. You were on camera a second because it was pointing the other way. Okay, so here is. I'm going to have to do this some haphazardly. So here is the cup. There's the Stanley Cup.
I sent you mine too.
Yes, there's the Stanley Cup. So we're gonna play. Ooh, look. Ooh, it's moving. I'm moving past it. The Stanley Cup. Ooh, on the one and only. There's the security guy. I said, yeah, you try to get past me, steal the cup. I'm gonna teach you, give you a what for. So there's the Stanley Cup. Okay. So there's the Stanley Cup, and
Show me in front of it.
just a second.
Like on Twitter.
Yes, just a second. So there is. Oh, darn. So there is Mecca in front of the Stanley Cup. So there you go. She's in front of the cup. And this is a fun night. Tickets were only $22 each for 2 games for Friday and Saturday game, which is actually a pretty good bargain. So there you go. Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley Cup. So, okay, it is time for what we call future headlines. Now, as we all know, news travels fast. News does travel fast. And sometimes it travels too fast. So I, fortunately, have a subscription to a headline service, a news service, that sends me headlines from the future before the news breaks. And I like to compile these into a segment I call Future Headlines. So here we go. The first future headline. This is not working. It's the future headline. Olympics drop basketball after Team USA refuses to be humiliated. After winning the gold medal game against Spain, 157-80, the IOC is dropping basketball as a medal sport because the United States refuses to sit back and be humbled and let the rest of the world catch up. IOC President Thomas Bach said at a press conference, look, we tried to explain to LeBron James, Steph Curry, and the rest of them that it was time to share, but they wouldn't listen. If the U.S. Olympic team won't let anyone else win, then we have no choice but to discontinue basketball as a medal sport. LeBron James, when asked if it was unfair, James said in a statement, we warned them, now we go down as the last medal winner. So there's your first future headline. And now, future headlines. Rock and roll officially pronounced dead. Doctors officially pronounced rock and roll dead at 12:34 p.m. Eastern Time as the last rock station in America, WMRQ in St. Louis, Missouri, went off the air. The disc jockey, Dr. Johnny Fever, said, we had a good run, but it's time we accepted that this thing wasn't going to last forever. Until kids want to learn the guitar, then rock is dead, my friends. The final rock song played on the station was officially Rock and Roll Will Never Die by Neil Young. There's our final feature headline.
The one where you get it with TiVo?
Yes.
Make sure it's the one where he's jamming with TiVo.
Yes. Fans finally accept Star Wars is completely pointless. What if they held the Star Wars convention and nobody came? That is exactly what happened in Salt Lake City as the latest Star Wars convention led out to a paltry 150 attendees for the entire weekend. When asked about the lack of attendance, event organizer Ed Bernstein said, the enthusiasm isn't there. and nobody wants to go to this thing from the fear of being called another straight white male. So there you go. Future headlines. Everyone, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. That is our show. Keeping it at just under a 1 hour, a tidy 1 hour. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. Everyone in the...
When Ween Fest starts?
I don't know when Ween Fest starts.
Like Ozfest, only with all the music and all the food, and it's basically like Woodstock.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
In my dream, anyway.
So anyway, no, it's not dead. It's just gay. Everyone, like everyone in the chat, Anthony Way, Fuke Norris, Constant Drowsiness, Sander Hammerslag, Kermit Frog, Mr. MH, Chef Nation, Anthony Way again, Peg Leg Pete, Fuke Norris again, the other guy, this other guy here, Anubis T800, Senior Sticks, the other guy there, this other guy, Briscoe Bob. I don't have the biggest audience, but I have the best looking audience, let me tell you. Andrew Helm, everyone have a good rest of your Sunday. Oh, wait, we got to do NFL scores. We got to do week.
Jim Morrison.
Yes, that too. NFL, we got to do NFL week 2 scores. Just a moment. Of course, we got to do NFL week 2. Why am I forgetting that? Final part of the show. Final part of the show. NFL week 2 scores. We have Vikings losing to the Eagles 34-28. Ravens over the Bengals 27-24. Seahawks over the Lions. We got the Texans losing to the Colts. The Bears falling to the Buccaneers. The Chiefs over the Jaguars. The Falcons over the Packers. The Bills beating up on the Raiders. The Titans over the Chargers. The Rams losing to the 49ers. The New York Football Giants beating the Arizona Cardinals in a stunning cover behind victory, scoring 24 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. 31-28. The Cowboys over the Jets, 30-10. Commanders over the Broncos, or as I like to call them, the Washington Collective of people, of diverse people engaging in football-like activities. The Patriots at the Dolphins is the late game tonight, the Monday night game. The Saints at the Panthers tomorrow. Also, a doubleheader, we have the Browns at the Steelers. Your Thursday night game is the New York Football Giants against the 49ers. Everyone, that is our show for today. Have a good week. Have a good day. Have a good month. Have a good year. Have a good whatever you're having. Everyone, no drinking, no driving. We want to see you next time. We kept it just under an hour. As always, we will. As always, the show stays up for you to watch. And as always, we will catch you next time.